Good afternoon, and welcome to the final game of game week
Five.
5. Yeah, thank you very much. 2024-25
You've had a long day, Greg.
Optegra Premiership. I've stuck around to commentate Sevenoaks and Middlesbrough. I thought there might be something riding on it. There isn't. Middlesbrough have done really well. They are safe. They will be in the Premiership next season. Apologies for the late start. Apologies if I make any mistakes. I am still a little bit on cloud 9 after winning.
Oh,
the
you
Prem.
you winning that thing?
Win-
How you feeling? How you feeling after winning it?
I don't know. Don't ask me. It
Yeah.
hasn't sunk in yet. I don't know if it will sink in, when it will sink in.
It's so deserved. It was well deserved.
Thank you very much, mate, and well done to you for winning the championship.
Thank you very much.
We'll see you next season.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Obviously, this game is a absolute dead rubber. It means absolutely nothing.
No, I believe if um, uh, Borough win,
I'm waiting on bated breath here.
My brain's gone.
I'm pretty certain Borough can't go anywhere.
Can't they? Let's have a little look at the
WFA score line up. I'm pretty certain Borough can't go anywhere. They are miles behind Sevenoaks. They're already clear of Throssels. Nottinghamshire can't catch them.
Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, this game means absolutely nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't. But
It's a bit of a training session towards the end of the season. Encore A is the game that does have something riding on it.
oh, yeah, that was the one. Yeah.
Nottinghamshire versus Norwich.
I'm on the wrong pitch. I thought I was on
Nottinghamshire win. They will leapfrog Throssels into the playoff spot where they will play Teesside Steel. And that will relegate West Bromwich Albion Throssels. Anything less than a win for Nottinghamshire against the bottom side in the league, and they will go down and play in the Championship next season. So we'll talk you through this one as best we can. For Borough, fantastic season. They've come up and they have survived automatically. That is aim number 1. Referee Steve Crump, assisted by Dave Morris and Mark Kerrison. James Found looking for a gap between Miller and Mason. Good pass from Mason out to Miller. Miller couldn't quite bring it under control. Forster with the no. That'll be one that James Mason will not look back with fondly. He had a great game. I know they lost 1-0 against Greenbank, but he saved 2 penalties in one game.
He was commentating earlier. I think the commentating is obviously take.
Well, in fact, he was meant to be commentating with me, but I was too busy celebrating.
Yeah.
Who took the kick in? I'm pretty certain Umar took the kick in. I don't think Kyle touched it. So we'll give that 1-0 to Borough.
And even their games today, I'd say Middlesbrough's won 1-0 today, and
Massive win over Norwich, that was.
yeah, and Sevenoaks lost 1-0 today.
Yeah, the Greenbank. Like I said, they still managed to save 2 penalties in that one.
Oh yeah, Mason's save on the penalty was great.
Which one? Did 2?
They added 2. Obviously, he had the first one, but the second one was great. I think having a long day. I think as a player having a long day, you kind of get a bit tired, don't you, during the day, like during the game.
I am shattered, mate.
I know.
I'm absolutely shattered.
Especially when a game doesn't mean something. It's you're a bit more relaxed than you on the pitch.
Well, I've been reliably informed that I've given the goal to the wrong person.
Oops.
Apparently James took it, so we'll have to adjust that somehow. Don't quite know how we adjust that, but don't worry, James, we'll get you that goal. I thought Umar had taken it, my bad. I wasn't ready. It was taken, and I wasn't quite looking. I looked up and it had gone. It was going in.
Greg's had too much of the champagne already.
My shirt does stink of champagne. That is true. However, that is not going to disrupt my professionalism. Well, it already has, clearly, so I'm chatting rubbish. But it is what it is. Bestwick off of the goal scorer.
Let it go out for another one. Gets it past James Mason. Oh. Does well to cut it off. Take it back.
Bit telegraph there from Umar Hanif. Settles for the kick in though. The ball's moving still. Forster flick towards Galloway. Alexander cuts out for Sevenoaks.
Umar.
Forster playing a 1-2 with
Cuts out by
Hanif, but
Foster.
it's coming to Galloway. Misses the
Oh.
180.
That
Goes
was
out
a
of play.
lovely ball there. Just didn't get the connection. Sevenoaks here now in their own half. Met by Alexander. Goes out for a Sevenoaks ball.
Mason, Bestwick. Cut out by Hanif. Alexander's ball. Alexander and Galloway going at it. Alexander wins the kick in, takes it quickly down to Bestwick. Front bumper into no one. Alexander off Galloway and out for a kick in to Sevenoaks.
James Mason's kick in. Miller. And again. Further down the pitch, James Mason to kick. Down to Miller, I believe. And back.
Mason and Galloway going at it. Mason gets the ball.
Mason lets it go out for another kick. Mason's instructing his team where to be.
Forster.
He's going through the middle. Gets it around Alexander.
Galloway. Good punch from Mosler. Punch with the front of the bumper, that's what we call it.
Front bumper, yeah, it's definitely a good way to get the ball to move pretty quickly, isn't it? Punch the ball back. Oh, that's Alexander on goal line. Sullivan, Alexander. Mizuma. Gives us Galloway.
Just plays it off Alexander and wins kicking.
Foul by Mason. Miller. Mason.
Bestwick has no idea that there is James
Foul
found
there.
and found has been fouled. But ting. You could tell it's 20 past 3 on a Sunday afternoon.
Last game, isn't it?
Yes, thank goodness. I'll be ready to go home.
So what are you doing later tonight then? Have you got some celebrations
Sleeping.
planned? Or you
Sleeping.
sleeping?
Sleeping.
Straight home.
Yeah, straight home.
Oh,
that's
foul again.
cleared him out there as Mason.
Might be the frustration here. They're 1-0 down and
I don't think it's just a bit of contact. Just a bit of contact. I think they just. It's weird to motivate yourself for a game that means not a lot in the grand scheme of things. Like Sevenoaks is another season of mid-table. You know, after making sure they stayed up, Sevenoaks is a season of another mid-table finish. We shall be happy with. Obviously, don't want to try and push on, but making sure they're not involved in that relegation trap. They're well clear. They would have possibly had their chance on winning that little mini league almost formed in the middle between Villa, Greenbank and Sevenoaks, but they finished sort of bottom of that in the end. So finishing in 8th place. Mason straight out, wins the ball off Forster.
yeah, the Premiership this year has been like, it feels like there's been like 3 little mini leagues going on. Obviously there's the top 5 team, or top 4 teams, mid-table, and then the battle for playoffs basically.
Oh yeah, there's almost been like, there's been a obviously there's a lot. There's like the title race, which is a lot on it 'cause you want to win the title. There's the relegation, which you want to stay up, but then there's a mini league in the middle where it's like, oh, best of the rest. They either try and keep themselves entertained by forming like a battle between themselves.
It's pretty impressive the Teesside this year though. You've only lost 1 game this year.
One game.
1 game.
To West Brom in the first weekend.
And there was a while where you haven't conceded a goal, wasn't there?
Not conceded a goal this weekend.
This weekend, yeah, you've just been smashing the games this weekend.
We do what we have to do, mate. As Galloway brings us forward, doing what he has to do for his side. Mason now brings it clear. Still 0-0 on court A between Nottinghamshire and Norwich. As it stands, Nottinghamshire going down. Automatically, Throssels will be in the playoff.
Middlesbrough ball. We've got 4.5 minutes left for this first half. It's a 1-0 lead to Middlesbrough.
Alexander has to cover whilst Mason gets back. Alexander wanted the pass, but Miller was like, no, it's our ball, we'll just get up. defender's got a man on, and he's reversed right the way through him.
Foul.
Foul. It's such an easy. What have I just watched? When the ball was bad.
Such a lively
It's
reverse.
such a bad foul. Like just, I didn't so obvious. Oh, I didn't even try and hide it.
Sevenoaks ball again.
There's a ball straight to Hanif. Cut out by Miller, but it would deflect off of him and out for a kick in to Middlesbrough. Mason dribbles clear through Galloway and Forster, flicks to Miller. Now has no time and has to play that to Galloway. Oh my word, Miller nearly punched that all the way across the Forster. That ball from Bestwick isn't near Mason enough. Hanif with the ball in the corner. What is he going to do with it? Straight off Alexander and out for a kick into Middlesbrough. The Borough. Galloway has Hanif in the middle. Kick into Middlesbrough.
Foul by Mason.
I think Mason could have let that go all the way through, to be perfectly honest.
Probably.
Would have gone out for a goal kick. We had the perfect angle for that. Forster,
I think I blame it. I'd blame that on tiredness.
possibly. Bestwick driving at Hanif, and he can't get the ball in. That's a kick into Middlesbrough. Do 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 do. .30 seconds left in this first half.
Galloway runs for the ball. Straight into the wall. Mason. Ref as the whistle was
Yeah,
now,
we'll have
and that was
no added.
first half.
We'll have no added time. Half time. Middlesbrough 1, Sevenoaks 0. Goal from James Found right at the direct from a kick in. Fake from Forster, caught Mason out the near post. Again, it's not one he'll want to watch back. Fonders. Still 0-0 on court A, which means as it stands, Nottinghamshire going down automatically. Throssell's in the playoff. We'll see what happens in the second half shortly. Please do join us for that. Welcome back to the second half here between Middlesbrough and Sevenoaks. It is currently 1-0 to the Borough. Sevenoaks have had a bit of a personnel change, as in a switch around. Kyle Alexander's come out to the wing, James Mason is playing middle, and Harry Beswick is wearing the bright orange goalie top. Thoughts on that, Mr. Vickers?
I feel like it's a good way to learn different positions, because obviously they've got nothing riding on this game, and they might as well just try out a few things. It's a good game to try out in, and they're all these players very capable of doing any position, to be honest. But yeah, it's a good way to mix things up,
Miller.
especially if you're
Brilliant.
down
180.
Oh, lovely ball to Miller through the wall, met by Mason. Mason and Foster battling out. And that's off for a Middlesbrough ball. Beneath to take.
There's a wall there, Umar. Can't swing through a wall. Bestwick going for the big switch. I think we might see a bit more 4 out here from Sevenoaks in the next 20 minutes. Might as well try it. As I said, the game means nothing for them.
You probably know this Sevenoaks team the best, don't you? You used to play for Sevenoaks, Greg.
I did indeed. Left them last season.
Yeah.
Good bunch of lads. Good bunch of lads.
And you're a northerner now, I heard.
I'm a northerner. I'm adopted in the northeast.
Yeah. Is there anything different about the north than the south? Is it
Language barrier.
language barrier?
Yep, language barrier. North-south divide, mate. It's real.
Do you prefer it in the north?
I'm enjoying myself. That's all I say.
Yeah. No, I do think people in the north they come across very friendly.
They are indeed. They are indeed. A very friendly bunch of people. That is for certain. Forster with this kick in.
Deciding where to go for Middlesbrough. Through the wall. Stopped by Sevenoaks. Beswick and Mason on the line. Goes over to the other side, and
There was there a gap there? Was there a gap there?
I believe so. I think so.
Was that that seemed very cool, calm and collected for something that looked like there was a massive gap at the near post.
It did look like there was a huge gap, but they seemed very calm about it.
Alexander takes a touch. He's lost out to Hanif. And needs to let it go for Mason, who concedes the kick in. That's gone out of play. Hanif, that is
A quick ball. Oh, and it's a goal. Oh my god.
well. Umar definitely took that one, but Kyle definitely touched this one.
I don't think they were ready for that one. That was a quick ball from Hanif. I'm really apologise about my shouting there, but
I mean, you've got to be switched on. I mean, I know it's last game of the day and last game of the season. It means absolutely nothing for you, but I mean, come on, that's basic. And what a turn for the Middlesbrough for Borough.
well, he saw the opportunity there and he took the time. He knew there was waiting around earlier from the other goal, where they were so relaxed from that one at the back post. They might as well have been sitting on a beach with a margarita, chilling.
2-0 to Middlesbrough over at Sevenoaks.
Oh, front bumpers, I think.
Yep, that's
All right. Play on.
no, that's not a foul. Okay,
It's front bumpers.
it wasn't front bumper. Mason reversed and then spun into him.
two back of their chairs touched, I guess.
No, Mason was just pushing through
Uh,
too much.
stops the ball, controls it. Quite a weak pass. Sevenoaks ball. Mason to Miller. Met by Henny. Out for a Middlesbrough ball. Quick ball again. I don't think his players were ready then.
Forster battling with Bestwick. And that's going to play goal kick.
Still 0-0 on the other court.
It is a result that means that Nottinghamshire will be going down automatically. As it stands, Throssels will be in that playoff spot. Off Heath and out for a kick into Sevenoaks.
How's Miller to take?
It's James Mason.
James Mason. Sorry, what?
Can't
It's been a long day
Alexander.
for me as well, you know.
I'll let you off. Mason. Off Forster out for kicking again to Sevenoaks.
Down to
Alexander to, well, I tried to find the gap, but couldn't find one.
Mason.
Oh, there's a goal on court A. And one that has massive significance in the relegation battle.
Incredible.
Norwich have taken the lead
Scenes.
over Nottinghamshire, and that will be cheered, I think, more in Birmingham than it will in Norwich, because that means Nottinghamshire now need 2 goals if they are to get above Throssels into that playoff spot. They are losing. They need 2 goals. Two 0 here on. And a bit of 4-out play. Good move from Bestwick. Alexander disappointed he hasn't done better with that. It was a good ball from Bestwick and good move to create the space.
Foster gets it past. But Bestwick takes it out for a kick in. The quick ball again. But they were ready for that one. Bestwick to take.
Oh my word, it was nearly 2-0 on court A to Norwich. Oh, it's a goal. Oh, nearly a goal here on court B. Action springing up everywhere on the final day. Hanif battling with Bestwick. And now Miller. Forster battling with Mason.
Mason Hinney. Bit of contact there. There's any front bumpers. No, it's called for a foul.
Yellow card for
Oh.
Mason. He was warned.
I need to take.
Was on come Gaff Goldsborough and Ethan Galloway for Ellie Renton and Carl Forster. Mason forward to Alexander. And Eve brings it forward. Met by Mason.
Oh, lovely ball.
Save from Bestwick. Prevents Galloway from getting Borough's third.
Oh, it's gone off for a Middlesbrough ball. Mason and Hinney battling out on the edge. Goes out for a Sevenoaks ball.
Mason. Miller back to Mason. 180 across to absolutely no one. And out of play for kicking for Middlesbrough. Miller, front bumper across to no one. Could have taken that with him if he had a shout. Bestwick. Galloway flicks. Miller's there to intercept. Dumps it off to Alexander, who turns and tries to drive up the court. Alexander can't quite keep that in. Kick in for Middlesbrough. Goldsborough will take. Mason only to Henif. Sevenoaks kicking. Kick in for Sevenoaks. Mason takes, got Miller down the line. Miller front bumpers inside towards Alexander. May need to communicate. Lucky they didn't give away a 2-on-1 there.
Nearly. Good ball from Mason. No.
Used to have a think.
Hesitated. Full spin from Mason. Alexander. Out for another ball. For Sevenoaks.
Mason, Alexander. That's not good. Miller's getting nowhere near
Miller
that. And kick in for Middlesbrough.
Enough goals for it to take. Benny. It's down the line. Lets it go out.
Kick in for Middlesbrough.
goes for the shot. The back post. Or front post, sorry.
Off Bestwick and out for a corner to Middlesbrough. 4 minutes left. And Eve. Free kick given in favour of Sevenoaks. Bestwick. Mason. Mason's got to be careful, he's on a yellow card. I think if that was, if Mark Harrison was reffing, I think he would have sent him off. Because it's the last game of the season, you don't want to send anyone off.
Yeah.
What a story this is on Court A, by the way. Nottinghamshire needing a win. Norwich. Not won a game all season.
And they're currently dominating.
I feel for Nottinghamshire. They've been like ever present in the Premiership for. I can't think of a season where they haven't been in the Premiership. To be perfectly honest, it looks like they'll be playing their football in the Championship next season. Oh my, he's got to go. He's got to go. He's given him no choice. He's given him no choice.
This is a red. Another yellow. So it's going to be a red. A red card for James Mason. Can I ask what are the consequences of getting a red in your last game then? You don't miss games, do you?
Yeah, you do. Next season.
Next season,
Yeah,
first 2 games.
Yeah. No, it's only one game, isn't it? I think.
Oh, one game.
It's one match for 2 yellows.
And it's a £25 fine?
Yeah, it'll be a £25 fine, and I think it'll be a 1 game fine.
And the first game of the season he'll miss.
Yeah, he'll miss the first game of next season. So nearly went in as well. I mean, in a game, you can't excuse getting sent off in a game that means absolutely nothing. I mean, like, you've been warned numerous times. Like, he could have probably been sent off with one before. And Steve Crump clearly did not want to send him off in the final game. But he swung again, and he left him no choice. 60 seconds left. What a win for Middlesbrough. I mean, they look at the table now. They will be chuffed to bits with how the table looks. They'll be on 16 points. And they'll look like they never were involved in the relegation battle in the end.
No.
For Sevenoaks, I think this will be a sour taste to what has been ultimately another good season of mid-table security. As we hit triple zeros on the clock, there will be no time added on, I'm sure. Absolutely none. As soon as this ball gets hit into play, we'll have the full time. Well, never mind. What do I know? Absolutely nothing. We're going to play on a little bit. And as soon as I say that,
yeah,
we blow for full time.
And that was it. That was 2-0 to Middlesbrough. Such a good game.
A game that, for Middlesbrough, fantastic. 2 set pieces. Court A, looks like Norwich are going to win. In their final game in the Prem, they've got 3 points. Their first 3 points of the season, and Nottinghamshire will be relegated. You know, one man will be very happy, Colin Gordon. Played against him earlier and he said, whatever you do, don't let Greg score. And I scored.
Yeah.
And I also played 4 out, and he couldn't believe it. But he'll be chuffed to bits that at least they have a chance to fight off relegation. They will play Teesside Steel in the playoff on the 14th of June.
And that'll be a good match to watch. Pretty tough one.
But on here on court, but thank you to everyone that has joined us this season. To the partners, Optegra, for sponsoring the National League. Thank you for allowing us to do what we do. To the players, thank you for putting on a spectacle. Another one. This has been the season with the most competitive patch of football. We say that every year, just the standard keeps going higher and higher. And we couldn't do this without the hard work of, you know, people like Ryan Sipple, Alex Dowding. Special shout out to Dean Williams, WFA chairperson. It's Jack Humphreys, all the referees, parents, carers. Thank you. We'll see you all again in October to do it all over again. Enjoy your summer break as full time goes on Court A. That is it for Nottinghamshire, and Norwich get a win. I actually can't reach the thing to mute us, so just
Come around.
hang on, you won't be able to reach it. No, hang on, stay there.